Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
5, 4,
3, 2.
Desert Island. All time. Top 5.
Welcome to All Time Top 5. Today, Dylan and I are going to, oh, there he is, right there. Dylan and I are going to give our top 5 lists. We're just going to list the movies, and then we're going to try to guess what the category is. We've got a panel today. They're going to drop out for a little bit, but then they're coming at the end to try to guess what our lists are. So without further ado, Dylan and I are going to take it away. All right, Dylan.
All right.
Let's hear your list.
Am I starting this? All right, cool.
Let's do it.
So, here we go. I'm just going to start at the top. Number 1, Toy Story 2. All right, number 2, Zivenya, it's a Lion King. The 1994. Sorry for anyone who's wearing headphones there. All right, number 3, your boy Billy Wilder. We're going to go Some Like It Hot.
Okay.
All right. Number 4, Borat subsequent movie film. And number 5, Mrs. Doubtfire, dear.
Okay.
The movie, not the impression.
Okay. I worry that I already know this.
Okay. You can answer without answering if you want to.
Well, I know I can. Here's the thing. Because I know. Oh, actually, hold on. I was thinking Toy Story 1. I was thinking of Mrs. Nesbit. From Toy Story 1.
Oh, I know exactly where you're going with this, and I didn't even think of it. It is not characters in drag. That is really funny because I forgot Timon did the drag and did the hula.
Yeah.
That is actually really funny. I don't know if there's drag in Borat 2. But that is so funny.
Oh, that's true. I was gonna go more with like people in disguise or like people, like that kind of like drag or people in disguise.
But that was a really good.
Ways,
that was a really good thought because as soon as you were like, I don't think Toy Story 2 has. I was like, oh wait, Miss Nesbit drag, Something Like It Hot drag, Mrs. Doubtfire drag, Lion King Timon isn't drag. No, that was a very good wavelength, and that would have been a really much funnier, better list than this one. But that is not the list. I can give you a hint.
For now, I'm just gonna go with people in disguise because I think that does apply. I'm not sure about Toy Story 2. I don't remember. So.
All right, well,
good.
I'll throw you a hint. It's it might lead you down a line of thinking that's very topical, but Snub is my list. Is my hint. Snub.
I'm gonna go for Snub for best score at the Oscars.
That is incorrect, though. I do think
because you used the word snub.
And
so
Lion King did win best score, but
it did.
But those 5 all have good scores, so not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
All right, let's hear your second hint.
Second hint. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Gervais.
Okay, hold on. Ricky Gervais.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do we know about Ricky Gervais?
What do
He's
we know
hosted the
about
Golden Globes.
That's correct.
Several times and makes fun of actors.
Mm-hmm.
We know that he is an atheist. We know that he did Extras and The Office and Derek and Afterlife and Life's Too Short.
Right,
we know those things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Ricky Gervais. Movies Ricky Gervais has made fun of at the Oscars. Or at the Golden Globes.
You're very close, but no. I can give you my next 2 films if it makes it any
please. Let's see. I'm not sure if we're gonna.
Right. We're gonna Walk the Line and Working Girl. Actually, let me fact check Working Girl. Let's go Almost Famous instead. I haven't seen Almost Famous, but I think most people would put Almost Famous on this list. I just haven't seen it.
Bro. Watch Almost Famous.
I know. I know. That'll be on my podcast in a few months for the things I need to watch. That people are like, how have you never watched yet? So let's go Walk the Line and Almost Famous because I'm not sure if Working Girl fits this.
Someone just fell. Okay. I
can tell you another film that would absolutely never make my list, but also qualifies for this topic. The Hangover. The Hangover.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna stick with, just to be close, movies Ricky Gervais has made jokes about.
Okay. I mean, there's a likelihood that is true. It's not on my list, but that probably is true.
Right, and you used the include Ricky Gervais, so that wouldn't be part of the thing. But it's hold on.
Oh, did the light bulb go off? The light bulb went off so hard it burst. Now there's just fire.
No, I don't think this is true.
No.
I don't think any from some like a hot's the ones that throwing me off. I don't think any from some like a hot were on Life's Too Short or any of those shows where he had celebrities on it. So I'm just going to bring in the panel.
Okay.
All right, let's see if the panel can illuminate me, because I felt like I was on a good track and then got very lost. So did anybody pick anything up from this slate that I missed?
Well, I did also think it was the drag thing, and I was so sure about it until he said
that was
nope.
so good until I realized. Yeah, what? Honestly, we can just make that list that. But I don't think Walk the Line has it. So
Does it have some? Can't really have anything to do with like comedy, but that's like my biggest.
So
think about. I mean, yeah,
thought.
kinda, but also think about Snub. Think about Snub.
I forgot to.
Okay, well, it would be an Oscar thing with Dylan. Okay.
I like to keep things topical, baby. That's how it
Here's
goes.
the thing. I once used the word short when I to as a clue in your top 10 game that to mean snub, and he had a show called Life's Too Short. So I'm sticking with Life's Too Short. I don't know.
So I have an idea. I don't know if it's the right idea.
Every idea is the right idea, just might not be the correct one.
Yeah, so Ricky Gervais likes to roast or parody things.
Yeah.
What is like Walk the Line, like some of these movies have in common? They're often parodied, or parody. Their example, a lot of times they're brought up as examples for parody. Like if I want to parody something, like I parody Walk the Line because it's the generic biopic.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of, a lot of those, like, or Person in Disguise, Mrs. Doubtfire. So that was what I was thinking of, like most parody Oscar Beatty kind of movies. But
no,
that's
Oscar Beatty is the closest part of that you can cling on to. I wouldn't go too much on Ricky Gervais's persona as much as something associated with Ricky Gervais that Matt may have already brought up.
Okay.
But that was a good guess.
Is it movies that make fun of, like, that take the piss out of celebrities, or
no
movies, something like that? I don't know.
I will tell you, I'll give you half of it. These 5 movies did not get Best Picture nominations at the Oscars. But what
are they?
What's the first half of that?
Are they like Golden Globe winning things?
You're so close.
Or
Put it together.
Snubs?
Put it together.
Okay.
Oh, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, Kelsey.
Okay.
Movies that won at Best Picture at the Golden Globes but did not get nominated at the Oscars.
There it goes. Kelsey got it. Let's go.
Kelsey, look at you.
There you go.
Damn.
Okay, so it was a little more niche. It was comedy musical winners at the Golden Globes, but I looked, and every Best Drama winner at the Globes got nominated for the Oscars. So yes, it is Best Picture winners at the Globes. So these films won Best Picture at the Globes. Toy Story 2, Lion King, Some Like It Hot, Miss Doubtfire, Borat, Walk the Line, Almost Famous, did not get Oscar nominations for Best Picture.
Wow, Toy Story
Hangover is the
2
one I would not want to be, because I don't love that film. So,
Yeah.
but that one won Best Comedy or Musical as well.
Well, you
So-
think Mrs. Doubtfire is that good? Wow.
Oh,
I mean, there's
Doubtfire's
only like
great.
9 or 10 films that qualify for this list, so it was in my top 5 of those because I haven't seen Almost Famous. And
Almost
yeah, I like
Famous.
Miss Doubtfire a lot.
Yeah.
I do.
Should have been.
You know, my
nominated.
favorite actor is Frances McDormand, and she plays one of the greatest mothers ever.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good, Kels. Nice job.
Well, everyone else gave me the breadcrumbs along the way. I just finished the pie, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Your honorable mentions reminds me that like the way that the Globes classifies musical allows something like Walk the Line to compete for Best Comedy or Musical,
Right.
Which is dumb. That's why I think that
Right.
that doesn't.
Well, now
yeah.
they don't. Now they've changed it so that like it has to actually be like characters singing, not like performing. That makes sense for musicals.
Mhm.
Like A Complete Unknown's now in drama.
Besides Llewyn Davis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
drama.
have changed all this, right?
Yeah, but that's a good point too. That's why it's tricky. Yeah.
What are your favorite movies that won Best Musical or Comedy, but was not nominated for an Oscar, or not nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. Tell us in the comments. Like, cool. All right, Dill. That was a good list, and I liked it. But we are going to go on to
next time.
List.
It'll be a great list, and you'll love it.
That's true. That was a great list, and I did.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I put it together in 5 seconds, so it's fine.
Behind the scenes, Dylan already did a list, and it was awesome. And the recording, there was an issue with the recording, so we couldn't use it.
It's okay. You'll never know. It's hidden forever.
Well, you'll never know what it is, but it was great. Okay, so for my list here, I'm realizing that you may not have seen some of these movies, but I'm hoping that their presence will be known well enough to you if they're culturally known enough for you to get
it's all the animated Barbie movies, right? I haven't seen those.
Yeah, you know how I love those.
My sister's seen them though, so maybe I'll know. Yeah,
Carly, I'm sure Carly has seen all of them.
That's right.
All right, so we are going to so my list, number 1 is High Fidelity. Number 2 is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is American Psycho. Number 4 is Fight Club. And number 6 is Emperor's New Groove.
Okay. Am I allowed to give a little first thought? I don't want to get it right on the head.
Yeah, you can get a first thought. Yeah.
I mean, my first instinct is there's two avenues. I can take the literal approach of the release dates and say movies that are celebrating either a 25th or 30th or 15th anniversary because they all took place in the years. I think that ended in 5s. Oh, nope, Fight Club was 99, right? So that would not count. Okay. So I'm going to scrap that idea, and I'm going to go more thematic here and say something to do with toxic masculinity. But then Fight Club might be a little too low. But again, it's a top 5, so just making the top 5 is an honor. So I don't want to judge it based on how low the placement on the list. But American Psycho deals with toxic masculinity. Fight Club, New Groove for sure. But I haven't seen the top.
They all do. That's a good. That's excellent.
All right, but it's not it.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's not it.
No.
No,
then I got another.
My first hint is Storyteller.
Ooh. Okay. Oh. I don't want to nail it here, but is it movies that start with "I bet you're wondering how I got here"? And it goes back. That's how Emperor's New Groove's narrator.
It's not necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, they don't all start that way, but you're not terribly far off.
Okay. Can I hear the hint one more time? What led me to that?
Storyteller.
Okay, so I'm thinking something like narration, not necessarily breaking fourth walls, because I know there's other movies I think you would also put in this list. I know you're a fan of a lot of other fourth wall break movies that aren't here. I've never heard you talk about Fight Club, honestly, or Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I've heard you talk a lot about High Fidelity and Emperor's New Groove recently too. Storytellers, ooh. I think it has something to do with narration. I'm just not quite sure yet. So I would like to hear another hint or another movie.
Yeah, I'll give you another hint here. You've never heard me talk about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Not like
I've not done my job because I
love Kiss. You don't need to sell me on it. I love it, but I don't think I've heard you talk about it in any specific topic.
Gotcha.
Like it hasn't come up on any for shows or anything yet. So
hint number 2 is unwitting.
Wish I knew what that meant.
Unwitting?
Unwitting? Like
yeah. Wit,
if you're
like
witty, you're lying.
Unwittingly, like unwitty, like unwitting.
Like so you're not witty. You're truthful.
Not witty. Witting. ing.
Witting. Oh, unwitting. Okay. All right. That doesn't make it any easier. Storyteller unwitting.
But you at least know what that means.
I don't want to seem dumb on the internet and say.
I will. Then I'll cut that out. I don't.
No, I've just never heard that word before.
Like unwittingly, like they didn't know what was happening. Like you don't know something happened and you're not aware of the cause or that it's happening.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Unreliable narrators.
I'm going to give you 2 more movies that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 more movies that they are Shutter Island and Big Fish.
Yeah, I feel like Shutter Island has an unreliable narrator though. But I don't know about Big Fish. I know he's telling a story. The thing is, he's telling. Okay, is it a? Because I don't know if New Groove, if he's telling. I guess he's telling us the story. Is it characters telling the story of the movie to another character and like maybe skew some of the facts because they are unreliable narrator? No, but you said no to unreliable narrator.
Here's the thing. I haven't said no to anything since I gave that second clip.
Oh, okay. So movies with unreliable narrator.
Yes, it is unreliable movies with unreliable narrators.
I was a good SAT student, but unwittingly, I don't think I've ever heard that word before. And that's the part of life. You just learn new things as you go along, you know. And now I'm going to use that insufferably in my life now, unwittingly.
Unwittingly, yeah. So unreliable narrators. Which ones of those haven't you seen?
High Fidelity, American Psycho, and Fight Club. I've never seen. So.
You've never seen Fight Club?
No.
I know. I shouldn't say it like that because I actually know that about you. So I don't know why I'm surprised.
But I am doing a David Fincher project soon, so I am going to watch it. It's one of those movies I feel like you've seen so many clips on like top 10 videos and top 10 lists, and all the twist is known that it's like I'm in no rush, you know, because I know I know what the themes are and what the reveals are. So I'm like now just putting it together and actually seeing it with my own eyes. But you know, and one of my friends hates the movie so much, and he's also on the panel. So that's also another thing that's been deterring me from seeing it. So,
okay, interesting. Yeah. I'm going to bring some of the panel on right now to see how if they got there.
Yeah, I'm sorry I guessed it. I should have saved my final guess for later. But
oh no, that's part of it. I mean, guessing it. I was gonna see if I could stretch it out, but then you were like, he said no to this, and I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say no, but you were right. So that was really fun. I imagine since you said he doesn't like it,
Chad's seen it. Yeah,
Chad's seen it. How'd you guys? Did any of you guys guess that?
As soon as you said, I think Fight Club and like one other one, I went, this could be unreliable narrator, but I wasn't certain. And then, you know, when Dylan said it, I was like, it must be because we both said that.
What were your other two movies, Matt?
The other two movies were Shutter Island and Big Fish.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did say them. Okay.
And here's the thing. There was one more that I forgot to put on, which would have been in my top 5, which I could just tell you now is Gone Girl. Which apparently David Fincher loves an unreliable narrator.
He does.
That's great.
High Fidelity is from like John Cusack's perspective.
Well, it's a fourth. He tells us that is a fourth wall break movie where he is telling the story the whole time, like he is talking to the camera and not just as a narrator, which was the distinction because you mentioned fourth wall break. Technically, a narrator is a fourth wall break, but that's not the kind of fourth wall break I'm talking about. Right. I mean, when they are looking at the camera, talking to the audience, that's a fourth wall break. So in that one, he is talking to the audience the whole time. In the way that only John Cusack and Matthew Broderick can quite perfect. And Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Robert Downey Jr. is telling the story the whole time. And you find out at the end he's talking to the audience, but you don't know that the whole time. American Psycho, narrated by Patrick Bateman. Fight Club, narrated by narrator. That's literally his name in the movie. And Emperor's New Groove is obviously narrated by Kuzco.
Nice.
For a second, though, I was thinking maybe like Great Needle Drops in movies because you have Walking on Sunshine and High Fidelity, and then you have Where's My Mind and Fight Club. So I just wasn't sure. But then
High Fidelity is just full of great needle drops too because it's a movie about music.
Great movie.
Emperor's New Groove's music is banger too. I mean, it's got the Sting song in the credits, but it's also got the
theme song.
Yeah, that song. I will also throw out. I mean, if anyone hasn't checked out Atonement, that is one of my favorite unreliable narrator movies ever. And also Amadeus. Right. Amadeus is so freaking good. I love
Amadeus is but Atonement I did consider, but considering I only love the first half and I need to rewatch it, I need to, yeah. But I did consider it because I need to give that second half another shot because it made me very angry the first time I saw it. Yeah. So, but
James McAvoy is sexy in Atonement.
Yeah, he is.
That's all I remember.
There you go.
But okay. Well, that was all-time top 5. Did you guess what my list was before Dylan answered it? What are some of your favorite movies with unreliable narrators? Talk to us in the comments.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
3, 2.
My desert island. All time top 5.